My name is Kristen Baker. My daughter is Eloise Baker, and my husband is Nicholas Baker. And we are of the mindset that a person's a person, no matter how small. Yeah, my daughter Eloise has FSGS, which means that her kidneys don't filter protein through to the rest of her body. So the only way for us to fix this problem is for Eloise to get a kidney transplant. The UC Davis transplant team cleared me to be Eloise's donor. Most of the time, the first thing we do is we wash all of the syringes because we have so many syringes. So when you're about to give her meds, you wash all the syringes. And then we have a little cabinet here that we have all of her meds in. And depending on what time of the day it is, she gets different meds. It becomes very frustrating. I think the hardest part is when she's nauseous and you know she's nauseous and you still have to give her medicine. And you know that she's just gonna puke it up in like 2 seconds. That's the hardest part. But you're at this weird crossroads of like, oh my Lord, look at where she's at. What is she doing? You're at this weird crossroads of like, well, if I don't give it to her, then, you know, her protein levels will just... Hi, Noodle. Oh, no, Noodle. I'm nervous about dialysis. You know, you hear stories from people that it's really hard on your body. But if I look back, you know, 6 months ago, when they talked about putting her into renal failure, that made me nervous too. Like I could, you know, we could get a nanny for her and I could work full time. And there's certain things that, you know, we could do, but I want to spend time with her and I want to be with her and I want to be the one that has to, you know, I want to be the one that comforts her if she's upset or if she's nauseous or, you know.
About scheduling her feeding port surgery. It's crazy being at work and getting emails from your doctor.
I can't even, I don't think it's necessarily a joy. It's like this overwhelming feeling like your heart is just exploding. Like a lot of times, there's been times where I've literally put my hand on my chest and been like, oh, because she's just so amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Ah, set your milks. We're going to Eloise's swimming lessons today. So she does it every Wednesday. As long as she's not if she's not feeling well, then we usually skip it just because, you know, nobody wants to puke in the pool. I was like, oh no! Oh, it's amazing watching her having so much fun. I think that's why we make it a point to come to swimming every week because she just loves it so much. Yeah, she did really good today actually. She did a lot of like underwater swims and yeah, she was a happy camper today.
She seems happy today.
Yeah. So she was all about it, jumping in. She didn't yell at Jennifer at all. That's usually how you can tell she's not into it. It's when Jennifer picks her up and she's all, "Rah!"
Grandma's not as tough anymore. Huh? But Grandma had to be tough with her own children, and now with the grandchildren, she doesn't have to be as tough anymore.
Yeah, there's some reason why she has this, and there's something that we need to learn in this lifetime that of course I would wish for her not to have this, I guess is what I should say, because for her sake, like I don't like seeing her suffer. I wouldn't wish this upon anybody. Would I change having her? Hell no. Definitely not.
Yeah.